The speed and the tenacity with which both the government as well as the industry have worked together towards the common goal of establishing a robust and globally competitive components ecosystem in India is incredible. You know, even Sherlock Holmes said that the little things are infinitely the most important. And with the things that make up devices like your mobile phones, but they seem to be the key here. Over the last 6 months, we have had 3 of these events in which the government has approved 46 applications across product categories and across India. And today, we are in store to add some more names to this list. And now, with no further ado, it is my distinct honor to introduce our esteemed guests. First, we have amongst ourselves our chief guest, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, Honorable Union Minister for Electronics and IT, Railways, and Information and Broadcasting. We are pleased to have Shri S. Krishnan ji, Secretary in the Ministry of Electronics and IT, and Shri Sushil Pawar ji, Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Electronics and IT. We also have Shri Pankaj Mohindru, Chairman of ICEA. Thank you all for being here. I would now like to request Shri Pankaj Mohindru ji to deliver the welcome address to this gathering.
Honorable Minister and the leader of our industry, Secretary Krishnan, Joint Secretary Sushil ji, and all the lovely, wonderful guests, especially the entrepreneurs who have put their foot forward and are who have applied. I think hats off to you guys. Sir, the very critical thing is that the first most important thing is we must thank you for increasing the outlay, because we had reached the peak 23,000 crores. And I think this is historic that a scheme has crossed its outlay right in the beginning. So the 40,000 crore announcement came, and that's a very wonderful thing. We were all elated by it. And our request continues that I think if we have a calibrated opening of the scheme in certain sectors as we go by, that will be wonderful. The PLI for the mobile phones has delivered 24 lakh crore of manufacturing in this period, with a very marginal outlay of just about 1% cost, about 25,000 crores. That has built up a massive scale. And I think that has given the confidence that ECMS has taken off. Sir, we are working very strenuously on your guidance, which you gave last time, to work on quality and design. We are putting something together, and we'll come back to you with a very, very solid plan. Very, very solid plan. It should be in the next 1 to 2 months, we'll have this plan ready. We are completely focused on the whole industry. Everybody is completely focused on the 500 billion number. I think we 24/7, we live and breathe it. And I have absolutely no doubt that under your tremendous leadership, we will be able to achieve that by 2031. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pankaj sir, for setting the tone for today's event. Next, I kindly request Shri S. Krishnan ji to share his thoughts and ideas with us.
Honorable Minister for Electronics and Information Technology and Railways and Information and Broadcasting, my colleagues in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Shri Pankaj Mohindru, the chairperson of ICEA, and industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the fourth round of electronic component manufacturing scheme. As you're well aware, one of the most successful launches of schemes that we've had, and a scheme where we've had great amount of interest from the industry side, and we are matching that with our own effort to provide these approvals as quickly as possible. And in turn, we expect that industry matches us with speed of implementation, because as we already pointed out, although the risk of somebody missing out is sort of gone a little bit with the increased allocation, but it is still a real risk, and there are still opportunities open for making more applications under the scheme, particularly insofar as they relate to making the capital equipment needed for electronics manufacture and for upstream supply chain. Both of those windows, as you're all well aware, is still open. There's almost a year and a half for which that would remain open, and I would encourage many of you to use that opportunity. And I think today is a good occasion to remind ourselves that that is clearly the space, given the present geopolitical situation, given where we stand globally, that is what will truly build our supply chain capability and supply chain strength, which is one reason why I think industry should now use this opportunity to come forward. The global scenario is changing. We need diversification. And that is the only way that resilience will be built. And we need to have our own supply chain. It's something which is in the interest of India as a country, but more importantly, I think is in the interest of the whole world. So I think that is something that everybody needs, and that is the direction in which we need to go. In today's approvals, we basically have one application intended for antennas, one for capacitors, 6 for capital goods. And as you can see, that is one of the largest chunks of investment. And as I told you, that is a space which is still open, and we would encourage many more applications to come in there. 4 applications for connectors, and display modules sub-assembly, 2 applications. Again, an area where many more can come. Heat sinks, again, 1 application. Laminates, copper-clad laminates, we had cleared a few applications last time. We are very happy to see that more of them have come up this time, and we are clearing them. Likewise, in flexible PCB, a space where India's capacity was hitherto limited. It is good to see that expand as well. Lithium-ion cells for digital application, again, an important application, and we would love to see more of those come in as we go along. The metallized films for capacitors, which is again an upstream investment. It's a small but very significant investment. And for the first time, an investment for rare earth permanent magnets. Again, an extremely critical area which is required in this country. And we are very happy to welcome and announce an investment in that space. 4 investments in relays, 1 in resistors, SMD passives, 200. Transducers and inductors. As you can see, now we are seeing a diversification in the kinds of components which are increasingly getting made in India, and that is a significant way forward. Likewise, we see the geographic spread also becoming much wider. In the north, UP and Haryana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. In all of these states, there are applications getting approved. The key highlights, the overall investment this time around is 7,104 crore worth of these 29 applications, and that would result in employment of 14,246 persons. As I already told you, first ever SMD passives, the high precision capital equipment, very significant investments, and the first ever rare earth magnet manufacturing. I think all of these are extremely significant investments, and the total production which we anticipate from this would be valued at 84,515 crore, which would be a very significant addition eventually to India's GDP as well, in addition to the resilience and strength of the economy. Already, against the investment of 59,350 crore, we've up to, till date, 61,671 crores. So we've exceeded the initial investment target. For production also, we are nearing the target against 4,56,500 crore. We are already at 4,51,858 crore. And in terms of employment, we are more than a third of the way there, 2/3 of the way there. Against 91,600 persons, we have got to 65,040. So we basically cleared thus far 75 applications. You would recall 263 applications have been received originally, and more are in the process of being received. Therefore, we have some way to go, and the remaining targets would also get achieved. So that is a quick overview of where we stand. And I would once again reiterate the request that as a country, we need to get together to make sure that this is a space where more investments are considered, particularly the upstream investments for which the window is still open. And we would use this opportunity to actually request all of you to make an outreach in this space. This is, if at all, geopolitically and otherwise, one of the most significant moments where these investments can be considered in India, and it would contribute, as I already said, to the global strength of the supply chain in this particular area. Thank you very much once again to all the applicants who have been part of this process. And we would encourage you to implement your projects quickly, and any troubleshooting, any assistance, any other kind of help which is needed, MeitY stands ready to render that. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishnan sir, for your very valuable inputs. I would like to now ask Sri Sushit Paji to kindly take over the proceedings for the announcements.
Thank you, Honorable Minister sir. I think with your permission, we'll start the process for handing over the approvals. I shall be announcing the name of the company, I think, whose project have been approved, and will request the CEO and or the senior leadership who is representing that company to come forward to receive the approval from the Honorable Minister. The first one is the Munhot Lithium Battery Private Limited. This one is a first Indian company which is investing in manufacturing of a lithium-ion cell for digital applications. They're already manufacturing lithium-ion cell for power banks, but they'll be expanding the capacity significantly to from the 10 million cells per annum to 40 million cells per annum for all digital applications. The next, Vishay Components Private Limited, Mr. Abhijit Pimple, Managing Director. So they have two applications, one for the capacitor, the other is for the SMD passives. So this is the subsidiary of Vishay Technology US and a premium global manufacturing for discrete semiconductor. And they actually call it, whatever they manufacture, so they call it as the DNA of all technology which goes into consumer and auto. So the third is TDK India Private Limited. I'll be inviting Mr. Gagan Bansal, the President of Sales and Marketing for manufacturing of the inductor. TDK is a global electronic company known for passive components for sensors and energy solutions. And they plan to manufacture the inductors for automotive, industrial, consumer electronics, EVs, renewables, and the 5G. The next is a Vishay Precision Transducers, India Private Limited. They have two applications, one for the resistor and other is for the transducers. Vishay Precision is again a subsidiary of Vishay Precision US, and they have a expertise in the high precision sensors, weighing solutions. They'll be actually manufacturing the force sensors for the load cells and largely for the export purposes. Next is the Dixon Display Technologies. I'll be inviting Mr. Sunil Vachhani for the display module subassembly for investment of 1,100 crore for display module assembly in Noida. They'll be doing it in technology partnership with HKC, for which the approvals have been received. And so this will significantly improve the domestic value addition, because display almost constitutes 12%, 10 to 12% of the BOM of most of the IT equipments. The next is the Wangda Technologies India Private Limited, which is again for a display module subassembly. It is a subsidiary of 100% subsidiary of a Wangda US, an integrated EMS provider. And they are already a EMS player and into SMT and FATP space. They'll be diversifying in the display manufacturing area. The next is EVDN. They have two applications, one for the antenna and other for the heat sink, each constituting investment of 50 crore. And they have they'll be manufacturing the antennas for telecom, Wi-Fi, and IoT, and the heat sinks for the which are the critical components for the safety of electronic devices. The next one is OEN India Technology Limited. I'll be inviting Ms. Pamela Matthew, the Chairman and Managing Director. So they'll be manufacturing relays with an investment of 216 crore in Cochin. They originated from the US-based entity Oak Electronics, now completely Indian-owned. And the end use of these relays will be the smart meters, EV in the automotive sector. The next one is the Molex India Private Limited. I'll be inviting Mr. Subramaniam Ramanathan, the director who heads this operations here. So they aim to develop India, their global capability center, and a subsidiary of a core group, which is a global leader in the electronics and the fiber optics connectivity systems. And they'll be manufacturing the connectors for a very high power applications, more than 50 ampere. The next one is Permanent Magnets Limited. Mr. Sharat Taparia, Managing Director for manufacturing of the relays. They'll be setting up a plant in Maharashtra, which is a brownfield expansion. They plan to manufacture 10 million relays per year for energy meters with in-house capabilities and a painted. Then is the BG Electricals and Electronics India Private Limited, which is a subsidiary of a Bagla group. They already make relays for an electromechanical for automotive sector, railways, and home appliances. They'll be investing 195 crore in Aurangabad for manufacturing of the relay. The next one is Terminal Technology India Private Limited. They'll be investing in manufacturing of connectors for almost 175 crore in Pune for industrial automation, control systems, and industrial electronics and EVs. The next one is SFO Technologies. The next one is SFO Technologies Private Limited. They have two applications for connectors and relays. I shall be inviting the executives from the SFO Technologies to come and receive the approvals. So it's a part of the NEST group, which is a highly diversified presence across the aerospace, defense, industrial, energy, and transportation. And currently, they are contract manufacturers for a global connector leader, but they plan to launch the connectors in their own brand as well. Next one is Amphenol FCI India Private Limited. Would invite Mr. Gopu Ponaswamy, Managing Director for manufacturing of connector. Again, it's a global leader in the interconnect solutions. They shall be carrying out the brownfield expansion for connectors for telecom, data centers, medical, and the defense sectors. The next one is Sirma Strategic Electronics Private Limited. So they have two applications, one for the Sirma Strategic and other for Sirma Components. They'll be actually manufacturing flexible PCB, the country's first flexible PCB plant, as well as the laminate. In the Naidupettu, Andhra Pradesh, both the plants will be in Naidupettu, Andhra Pradesh. They plan to establish a fully integrated PCB manufacturing, starting from the laminate to the multi-layer PCB, HDI, and the flexible PCB as well. Next one is the Ratnavir Precision Engineering Limited. I would invite Mr. Vijay Sanghvi, the Managing Director. So they'll be manufacturing the laminate with the technology partnership from the pilot lines to the commercial production. And they aim to manufacture CCL as thin as 0.2 millimeter. These CCL will be completely fire retardant and with a capacity of 1.6 million sheets per year. The next one is the Loham Cleantech India Private Limited. Would invite Mr. Vijay Verma, the CEO, the founder for India's first rare earth magnet plant, completely from their own in-house technology. And they'll be actually tying up with the GMDC, Gujarat Mineral Development Corporation, for technology partnership for extraction of the rare earth oxides. So this is planned to set up the pilot line in this year itself. Loham actually is working on its own technology for extraction of the rare earth from the rare earth oxides, and actually then going on to manufacture the permanent magnets. So with the permission, sir, maybe I shall will get them opportunity also to speak to a few after we announce the approvals. So we'll carry forward, sir. We have more, couple of more, sir. Dhruv Industries, which will be actually making the metallized sulfur capacitor, Mr. Tanuj Kathuria. They have a 25-year experience. They're actually purely operating in this very niche area of metallization of the capacitors films. The next one is the TEAL, Tata Engineering and Automation Limited. Would invite Mr. N. Sridhar, Managing Director of TEAL. So they will be establishing the capital equipment manufacturing center in Kanchipuram, a subsidiary of Titan Company India Limited. And the DVA in this capital equipment will be, sir, almost 75% and more. So next one is the Nest Advanced Technology Development Private Limited. I'll be inviting Mr. Nagur Jahangir. Okay, please. So they'll be again a part of the Nest group. They'll be investing in the manufacturing of the automated test equipment as well as the advanced automation systems for the robotics and electromechanical stations. The next one is the ASM Technology. I would be inviting Mr. Rabindra Srikanthan, the Managing Director of ASM Technology. So they'll be investing almost 565 crore for the manufacturing of capital goods. So they have a very strong design talent team. They employ almost 2,000 people, and half of them are actually design and R&D team, and the other 1,000 people are actually in the manufacturing of the capital goods. So, the next one is Indo MIM Limited. Would invite Mr. Shiv Shankar to receive the approval. They'll be manufacturing again capital good with a investment of almost 600 crore in Bangalore and Kanchipuram. So their tooling capabilities are actually supported by a highly trained design and engineering team. The next one is Bharat FIH Limited. Would invite Mr. Pradeep Kumar to receive the approval. Again, they'll be manufacturing the capital goods. And the last in the list is the IFB Industries. Would invite Mr. KRK Prasad, the CEO, IFB Engineering Division, to receive the approval. So they'll be actually manufacturing very precision component for a special purpose machines. And they'll be doing this using the 4-axis and a 5-axis vertical milling centers for the manufacturing of these precision components. So with that, sir, I would request you to take seat because we have come to the end of announcing the approval, sir. With your permission, if you permit, sir, maybe we can ask a few industry leaders to share their thoughts. Maybe we can begin with Mr. Jaswant Manhot, Lithium and Cell. I would request all the speakers or industry leaders to keep their comment very crisp and short, preferably about a minute or so. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are very delighted to have received this approval today for the lithium cell. And just to update, we have been manufacturing lithium cells from 2022 itself. We had no scheme, but we still went ahead and did it. It's our passion to do that. Only request from our side would be probably that lithium cell आप recently दे रहे हैं, अगर हम lithium battery बनाते हैं उसको आगे जाके तो वो consider करना चाहिए because we will only be generating more employment opportunity for people and it can be restricted to the 10,000. Thank you.
Thank you. The next one is Mr. Avijit Pimple, Managing Director of Vishay Components. Maybe you can share a perspective about.
Hello. So, Honorable Minister and colleagues from the ministry. So, first of all, I would like to thank all of you on behalf of Vishay Company because we have been associated now with my team for the last 6 years. We were also part of the first PLI and now the CCMS scheme, where the way things are going and the way progress we are seeing is absolutely incredible. I was speaking to 5 weeks earlier last week, where a small investment, modest investment, made about 30 crores in 2021, which the product group had a turnover of 50 crores, is now 200 crores. So even when the scheme has finished, the PLI is over, we are still reaping the benefits, and I think this is how it goes. In this ECMS now, we are planning to invest roughly 400 crores, 500 crores in 3 different segments. We are EC, C9 and also ET10. So 2 applications are already now approved. We are the first ones now in India doing the SMT thermal polymer with ODSR. So I think this is the need. It goes in high numbers in the AI boards. That's the demand where it's coming from. and hopefully you see very quickly when it is, it's productionized. The plan is now for next year, second half of production will in place. And as it goes, we'll see how the market is progressing. So we hope to engage much more with my team and more products to come in as we move forward. So thank you so much.
So we have been able to give them after a lot of follow-up on the virtual VC meetings with the Vishay, but we aim for more investment from the Vishay given their group size. The next one is Mr. Sunil Vaishnaw from Dixon Display. Maybe you can share about as to how the value addition will increase.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as JS sir was making the announcements of the applications, I'm sure a lot of people, their mind would have got the fact that, as my mind did, that how far we've come as a country, how far we've come as an industry, looking at the time where we were importing almost every finished product to a time today where electronic exports is the third largest category and mobile is the single largest category of exports. And I want to thank you, sir, for the very proactive policies and the entire ministry and for listening to the voice of the industry. Sir, we realize that what got us here will not get us to where we want to. We, under your guidance, we want many of our companies to be in the top 5 companies globally in the EMS space. And under your guidance, we assure you that going forward, we will focus on creating very large scale, building mega factories, building a very robust supply chain under the ECMS scheme. Just to tell you, sir, on behalf of Dixon, we have already started manufacturing camera modules, almost 8 million camera modules a month. The display factory will be coming up in June, where we're producing almost 60 million displays for mobile, as well as automotive and IT. And I can assure you, sir, that we'll be focusing on 4S going forward: the scale, supply chain, skilling, and finally, sir, the Six Sigma quality, which we talked about in the last meeting. So once again, sir, thank you on behalf of the industry. And we once again would like to assure you that we will not rest until India becomes the next hub for manufacturing for the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next one is Mr. Nini Chiang from the Wangda, again, another display manufacturer, assembly manufacturer.
Honorable Mr. Minister and all officials from the ministry and ICEA. So Wangda is not a very well-known company in the whole organization industry, I think, compared to all the big shots here. But we've been in India for the last 10 years, and we've been very, very focused and dedicated on our manufacturing and bringing our own technologies. So this is very, very great appreciate for the approval, which encourages us to go further. And from the PLI to this ECMS, it also gives us more knowledge and more more thought to see how to bring the supply chain from all over the world to India. So we will still be here and we will still be very dedicated. We are not sure whether we'll be very famous or not, but we will continue with what we are already doing, and we will be standing as one of the strongest supply chain in India. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nini. Then I would request Mr. Puneet Agarwal from the BVDN to share his perspective.
First of all, thank you to Premier Minister and all dignitaries of MIT to give us this award. BVDN was started in 2007, and at that time, most of the products, as my colleagues said, that was coming from outside India. And I think we took a dream that we will manufacture and design in India both. And it was struggling, it was a path of struggle, it was a path of a lot of complexities because ecosystem was not in India. But I think honestly, this government came in and they saw our dreams and participated in that. And this is the best testimonial what we can get after 11 years of hard work together. And I think we achieved a lot, but not enough as, we have to do much more. And the recent disruption in supply chain because of dependency outside is really hurting us. So we have much more to achieve in the next few years. And we promise you, sir, that we'll continue our hard work in this journey. And we continue dreaming that BVDN and the entire country will be full of companies with design and manufacturing both. Thank you.
Thank you, Puneet. Next, would request Mr. Pamela and Matthew, the Chairman and Managing Director of OEM.
Minister, other dignitaries on the dais, friends. OEM, the company which I represent, has been in the electronic component manufacturing since last 58 years. We are based in Cochin. Our plant is a very well integrated plant. We make our own tools. We have an R&D which is recognized by the Department of Science and Technology since 1973. So all our products currently are all engineered by us. So we do our molding, we do our stamping, we do the finishing, that is plating. All are done in both plants in Cochin and also one in Pune. We cater to the basic segment like automotive, in the supplying both the mini and micro relays for EV applications as well, and also industrial controls, which monitor a lot of cases. We also are currently, for the last 5 years, we have developed relays for the energy segment supplied to the energy smart meters. So that has been 100% indigenously developed engineered. And right now, most of our products are almost 70% of indigenous manufacturing. So we have another 30% to go, and that is basically fully materials which are not available in India. Say like copper winding wire, which is very thin, copper, precious metals. So basically, the scheme under ECMS scheme has and will help us build up our engineering skills and indigenize more of the components, and we will be like in the past. We call us ourselves OEM we make electronics.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Pamela. The next, I would be requesting Mr. Subramaniam Ramanathan from the Molex as to how they view India to make India the global capability center.
I'm from Molex, a part of Coke Industries, and we make connectors. We have been in connector industries business for 8 years, and presence in India is for last 30 years. And as a tagline of our company, we make connections for life. So that's the tagline of our company. So we do things that take data to decisions. And again, this connection between ministry and the industry is also clients for connection. So that connection really helps us in the ecosystem that helps. We are poised to grow in India, and we are committed to grow. In the ecosystem will surely develop and get a strong electronic industry.
Thank you, Mr. Ravindra. I hope this connection between government and the industry remains a high power connector which you're trying to build out here. The next one, Mr. G.S. Gujral from CERMA, as to how they plan to kind of establish the fully integrated PCB manufacturing here.
At the outset, our sincere thanks to the Honorable Minister and Ms. Bedi for granting us a sanction. The rules under ECMS have come at the proverbial speed of sound. And I think we have set the benchmark for the industry to follow. And it's a very tough benchmark, we should say. Thank you very much. Now, with this approval of HDI and laminates, we are present in the entire value chain of the PCB industry, from laminates to the multi-layer boards to the HDI to flats. And PCBs account for about 6% of the value of electronics assembly. So that's the direct import substitution. We, on behalf of CERMA SDS, are committed to deliver what we have promised within the time frame. And I'm happy to share with you that the plant of PCB which is coming up would be one of the most green plants in the country, comparable to the world, where we will be recycling 80% of the water discharge. And we're spending a huge amount on the ETP, but we're committed to the environment and the production and putting up world-class capacities with the latest technologies. Thank you very much once again.
So they are doing it with the Korean technology partner, sir. The next one is Mr. Vijay Sanghi, Managing Director. They're getting first time into electronic manufacturing, but they, from the interaction, we saw that they have a very deep knowledge about the laminate process. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister, sir. We are into CCL component laminates. It could be for the automatic, fully automated line with the collaborations with the high technology park. And we have been planned to commence the production started by November 26. And we could be into the laminates for the electronics could be the new. But yes, we are into the steel business last 25 years. It could be a listed company. And on behalf of the government, I can commit you that we can deliver the component laminates, best quality and the high precision products over there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vijay. The next, I would request Rajat Verma from Loham. Maybe you can share about the indigenous technology which you're building.
Honorable Minister and distinguished guests, thank you very much for supporting us here. The magnet, as we know, is foundational to electronics, robotics, and even the future of semiconductors. Most of us don't realize that every mobile phone today has at least 4 sintered rare earth magnet inside for various different applications within a mobile phone. And the entire value chain of magnets is heavily concentrated. Again, that's not a surprise. Almost everyone is aware of that. We at Loham are setting up a fully integrated rare earth oxide magnet plant, all the way from rare earth oxides, rare earth ores, including as well as secondary scrap material, to turn them into metals, to turn them into alloys, and ultimately to turn them into finished magnets. We thank the government. I believe the scheme is extremely strategic and timely for us to build resilience and leadership in the country. We as a company genuinely believe that the future of nations will be shaped by countries which can bring materials and intelligence together. We at Loham are certainly going to do our part to that. We hope that we will not just make India a participant here, but a leader in the rare earth magnet space. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajat sir. We have just 2 more speakers, sir. With the permission, I request Mr. N.P. Sridhar from the team.
Thank you very much. Firstly, to consider capital goods in this scheme. We will be making smart. Sorry, yes, it is absolute priority for all the industries that we are getting into, and we have a comprehensive capability that we have built within a team for intelligent equipment. In the electronics segment, we build comprehensive equipment now. It's not that we have already started building equipment in this scheme, so we've already invested in the last 1 year. We've been making equipment for the electronics equipment. In electronics itself, not only about even the large components that go in, bill of material, now we are sourcing in India, software done by us, with lots of technology that goes into making smart equipment. And we want to extend, so what we want to do is to make a lot of equipment in India to enable the industries that are coming in. There is semiconductor, a lot of equipment is going to be imported. We would like to see that it has been made here in India. New energy, battery, for solar, all the equipment comes from which country. So we would like to see build that capability in building equipment here. And my request to the audience over here, a lot of you are going to be building a lot of equipment that would be needed to make components. Please consider team. We are homegrown, we have very good capability, challenges. Please buy equipment.
Thank you. The last one is Mr. Ravindra Srikantan, Managing Director from ASM. Maybe you can share something about your design-led R&D for the capital goods.
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister and all the dignitaries. I think Sridhar told most of us it was like self-bite from him. So first of all, thank you very much for this program. We are a very nascent industry when it comes to capital equipment. This is highly engineering-led, IP-led, and design-led. And this is the first of its kind. There are a handful of people doing this in India now for the past few years. Our whole interaction with MAITI and with ICA has been very seamless, very proactive. It was a very easy process, and we look forward to some more applications coming through. Thank you.
Thank you, Ravindraji. With that, we come to the end of this process. But that now I would request our Chief Guest, Honorable Minister for Electronics and IT, who has been guiding us and also having a very close monitoring on the complete approval and the implementation process of the scheme as such. I would request Honorable Minister for his keynote address, please.
Let me first ask the industry what you have done on the 4 asks that I had requested. Let me first ask the industry. We had decided that we'll do We will build in-house design capability. We'll have the Swadeshi supply chain, and we'll achieve Six Sigma quality standards, and we'll build a structured workforce training skilling program. Please, from the industry, would you tell us what steps have been taken? Anybody can, whomsoever represents.
As Molex, we have the Global Design Center in India. The Global Design Center in India does not only support manufacturers that are made here, it supports what is made globally. So that answers the first question of whether you're doing design here, right? And Six Sigma is something that has been what Molex has been preaching and trying to practice from 2004 to 6. I'm a Six Sigma black belt myself. So we have been Six Sigma black belt practicing from 2003. And there has been batches of Six Sigma training going on continuously. Not only people from India, we collect people across the globe to have so that there's a lot of transaction and interaction of knowledge. And when it comes to people training, so that becomes the biggest challenge for us, because one is training and retaining people become a challenge. We're working how do we get across that so that we can have people retain for a longer time. That's the one challenge that we have in India as of now.
That's great about one company, but the entire industry has to do it in a structured manner. Please have this. My request has been that the entire industry should come up with a very structured program on these 4 points. Can the industry association speak a little bit more about it? Yeah, you wanted to say something? Working, it's working.
So this is Dr. Ashwini. I am the chair of the Semiconductor Skill Committee at Electronic Sector Skill Council. I'm happy to say that we are looking at building up and scaling the skilling capabilities in the country. There are a lot of skill standards that have been cleared by the MSDE. MIT is aware of them. These qualification packs are meeting and beating the international standards the way. And right now, the challenge that we see is rolling it out into the academia. AICT has endorsed these curriculums, MSD has approved it. The change in the academia is taking place. We trained about 1,500 faculty in the last 1 year, but change is a very gradual process to human nature, and being policy and the work that we are doing will make all the difference for the next workforce. Yes, coincidentally, I just delivered one at my institute about a fortnight back. It is something which is a pretty standard program, and definitely it's a culture change which is important more than the training to ensure that culturally that difference comes. It's not mechanics, it's not anything else, it's the discipline which actually shapes it.
Mm-hmm. Any other feedback or any other experiences that you would like to share? Puneet?
Hello. So, sir, I think one of the major challenge the manufacturing industry is facing is that the program for upliftment of all the manufacturing operators is not there. It is very different from the engineering mindset, the software engineering mindset. Because in software engineering mindset, you have different level.
वही तो आपको करने के लिए
Yes,
बोला था ना.
so we did that. So we did that. So what we did is that within VVDN, we launched the V Academy, right, which is dedicated to manufacturing. It's a public portal. It will give all the manufacturing of 8,000 people of VVDN to go and upgrade their skill set. So there are different skill set we have made for quality leadership, quality team lead, for SMT team lead, for tooling team lead. So everybody can go through courses, upgrade themselves, pass the test, and in the next promotion cycle, the people who have passed the test, they'll be uplifted there. They'll be, we can promote them. So now that has become a visionary thought process for them that they can, within a single company, they can upgrade themselves. That is one, sir. On Six Sigma leadership, the quality leadership, we have engaged with some third-party companies from Japan and Germany. We have brought them to VVDN, and they're helping us doing our audit and giving us all the suggestions how the other manufacturing companies in these countries have achieved Six Sigma. So we are trying to implement all these suggestions from them. This is a paid partnership we have given to them, and we have got the feedback from them. These are two action items we took after the last meeting.
So I'm glad that some work is happening. Now I'll request the entire industry, whichever way you are kind of organized, whether it is part of ICA, whether it is part of MAIT, whether it is part of any other association, to come out with a proper structured program, because we had, in the last meeting, we had, the industry, all of you had committed that by end of March, we will have a proper structured program on all the 4 items. But I don't see that structured program so far. So while we from the government are trying our best, it is now, the ball is in your court, ball is in the industry's court, to come up with equal efforts, the efforts that we are making from the government. You have to be in tango, and you have to really scale up your efforts and scale up your ambitions on these 4 items. And I'm repeating the 4 items so that we don't forget them. First is that we will have to build in-house design capability. Whether it is 1 designer, 2 designers, whether it is in collaboration with any other company, or in collaboration with any university, or collaboration with any other structure, but we have to have significantly deep design capabilities, and there is no way out of that. That is the learning curve we must climb. Then only our country will become really the hub or the focal point of entire electronics manufacturing. Without that, we will just be kind of also ran. We have to get into electronics design, component design, machine design. Design has to be one of the primary focus. इसमें अगर किसी को भी कोई डाउट है तो इस प्रोग्राम से भी बाहर निकल सकते हैं. हमें कोई आई एम वेरी ब्लंट अबाउट इट, लेकिन अगर डिजाइन के बिना अगर कोई आगे बढ़ना चाहता है तो इस प्रोग्राम से बाहर भी निकल सकते हैं. हमें कोई हिचक नहीं है उसमें. पर डिजाइन में इंक्लूड, डिजाइन आपको इसमें लगानी ही पड़ेगी, डिजाइन की कैपेबिलिटी बढ़ानी ही पड़ेगी. And over a period of time, those who do not invest in design will be weeded out. We'll make sure that they are weeded out. I'm saying that very blunt and very open, because that's very, very important for our nation. And we in our party, we always believe nation first, always first. We will not look at individuals, will not look at companies. For us, nation always comes first. And for the nation, design capabilities are very, very important. So those who do not invest in design will be weeded out. Second, we will have to develop our Swadeshi supply chain. We'll have to have very coordinated buyer-seller agreements. And I'll request the industry associations to organize this at least once a month. अभी तक मैं आपको बोल रहा था कि आप लोग आइडिया लेके आए, लेकिन आप लोग लेके नहीं आए. So now we will prescribe. अब आपको जो हम बोलेंगे वो करना पड़ेगा, मैंडेटरी करना पड़ेगा. अब आपको एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में बायर सेलर मीट्स करनी पड़ेगी, जिससे कि हमारे देश के मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को और ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिले. जैसे अभी टाइटन के एमडी साहब ने बोला कि they are manufacturing, they are designing the machines and manufacturing them, then we should give the preference to our own homegrown capital equipment manufacturers. इसके लिए हमें we will have to come up with a monthly program, पंकज जी. and आप हमेशा कंप्लेंट करते थे, अब मेरी कंप्लेंट आपके ऊपर है. टाइम हैज कम दैट यू स्टार्ट, यू रियली रैम्प अप योर एफर्ट्स. और ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. ये एक्सेप्टेड नहीं है कि आपने मार्च के एंड तक प्रॉमिस किया था कि इन 4 आइटम्स पे एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड प्रोग्राम बनेगा, लेकिन वो स्ट्रक्चर्ड प्रोग्राम मुझे अभी तक कोई दिखाई दिया नहीं.
Really sorry, sir, we are lagging behind.
इसमें लैग बिहाइंड करने से होगा नहीं, और सॉरी कहने से भी नहीं चलेगा. काम करना पड़ेगा. अभी अभी काम करके आगे आना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज देश की बात है ये, कोई किसी एक मिनिस्ट्री की बात नहीं है और किसी एक केवल सरकार की बात नहीं है, देश के लिए जरूरी है। सिक्स सिग्मा के लिए बहुत जल्दी आप लोग स्ट्रक्चर्ड प्रोग्राम बनाओ, और अगर इंडस्ट्री में कोई अच्छे प्रोग्राम, जैसे अभी आपने बताया, दो लोगों ने बताया, 3 लोगों ने बताया, अगर आपका सिक्स सिग्मा का इफ यू हैव सम स्ट्रक्चर्ड प्रोग्राम्स ऑलरेडी, then I'll request those programs to be scaled up, and especially for MSMEs who cannot afford to take a very large investment in Six Sigma quality programs, उनके लिए जिन लोगों के पास ऑलरेडी कैपेबिलिटी है वो कैसे पार्टनर करेंगे, वो आपको मुझे अगले 15 दिन के अंदर अंदर यू मस्ट टेल अस ऑल द 75 एप्लीकेशंस वी ऑलरेडी हैव नाउ। उन सब एप्लीकेशंस में ईच वन ऑफ देम, आप लेफ्ट हैंड कॉलम शुड बी नेम ऑफ द कंपनी, राइट हैंड कॉलम शुड बी सिक्स सिग्मा में किसके साथ वो एसोसिएट हुए। दैट थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू हैव फ्रॉम यू इन द 15 days फ्रॉम नाउ, अदरवाइज we'll have to prescribe something else. And workforce training program के लिए I'm glad that so many things you have shared today. Courses बन गए हैं, लेकिन फिर भी हमें 4 या 5 ऐसे focused centers बनाने पड़ेंगे which should be able to train, let's say 10,000 people each या at least 5,000 people each. इस तरह की हमें 5 different centers minimum बनाने पड़ेंगे, तभी जाके होगा, वरना our quality of manpower will keep on kind of, जो हमेशा कंप्लेंट आती है, जैसे आप लोग भी खुद महसूस कर ही रहे हो, तो इसमें हमें स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में आगे जाना चाहिए। ये चारों मेरे कोर आस्क हैं और मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ बार बार, और मुझे इंडस्ट्री से उतना सपोर्ट नहीं मिल रहा है, इसलिए मैं अपनी नाराजगी आपके सामने बहुत क्लियरली व्यक्त कर रहा हूँ। आई एम नॉट वेरी हैप्पी विद द प्रोग्रेस दैट द इंडस्ट्री हैज मेड। यू हैव टू मेक more progress, you have to take more efforts, you have to take and these are things for you only. आप सक्सेसफुल होंगे तो देश सक्सेसफुल होगा, आप अगर अच्छा करेंगे तो देश आगे जाएगा और आपको खुद को भी बेनिफिट होगा। सो इसमें आप लोग थोड़ा स्ट्रक्चर्ड एफर्ट लगाइए, otherwise we will stop the further approvals also. I am willing to take very harsh measures, and I don't want to kind of mince any words here. I am willing to stop any further disbursements or approvals if the industry doesn't come up with the commensurate efforts. This is my single message today. I'm glad that we have now 75 factories approved, where more than 65,000 employment will be created. This is great journey, but we should not be satisfied here. We should definitely not feel satisfied at this level. We have to really go deep in design, deep in quality, deep in talent, deep in supply chains. We have to go really, really deep in that. ये सब अच्छी बात है, होना चाहिए, लेकिन जो long term sustainability के लिए हमको करना है, that I hope we will be able to do it before the next meeting. Otherwise, I will not come for the next meeting. If you don't deliver the 4 asks, then I will not come for the next meeting, and maybe we'll stop approving any more applications. And in these applications which have been approved, we will probably not even disburse. So, मेरा इतना ही था आज कहना. I hope the industry will come up to the expectations that the country has from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, for your vision for the electronics industry in the years to come. As a final act to today's event, I would like to invite all the approved applicants to come forward towards the stage area for a group photograph. Monote lithium battery, Vishay components. Sir, I would request all of you to kindly come towards the stage area for a group photograph. And similarly, I would request our dignitaries to kindly come forward for a group photograph as well. Vishay, TDK, Dixon.